Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher. Yes, ThePandaPuncher, welcome to Let's Play Factorio. This is a game I've been wanting to play on the channel for a long time now. It's on the face value so simple, but gets so complicated so quickly. And it's just one of those games I sort of just get a weird enjoyment out of, because it's just automation, making things work, producing stuff to combining just a crazy amount of resources and having this end goal of just producing another item. But for those who don't know, Factorio is essentially a factory building game. You mine resources, you research tech, you build up infrastructure. You start off pretty simple, out with your pickaxe, you go and dig up stuff yourself. You build a few machines to help you, you automate that process. As you produce more stuff, you unlock more things that helps you automate and produce even better, more complicated things. And at the end, I think the end goal is to launch a rocket off the planet. And to get to that point is challenging enough. There are people out there who've finished this game in under 8 hours. There's an achievement for finishing it in under 8 hours of game time. But I'm going to get nowhere near that. Because that's not why I play it. I play it just for the fun of it. I'm not an expert at the game. It's been quite some time since I last played it. I think the last time I played it there was only a handful of research types, red, green, blue maybe. Now I think there's a few more, and there's a few other things going on in the game that I've never ever touched. So to that point, this is, yes, it's a let's play, but it's a let's relearn game, and let's just have a bit of fun, experiment with a few things, try a few things. Let's not try and Google the answers to everything, like proper ratios of mining machines to smelters, or I don't know, generators to whatever. Let's just see what we can do by just messing about and experimenting and trying things out. So to that end, we're just going to jump into play, new game. I'm going to choose rich resources so that we don't have to trawl about the map. I don't have to deal with trains. I want people to bus everything. And there's my NVIDIA GeForce overlay popping in to annoy me. We are going to, and don't judge me, we're going to have, I know I don't need to since I set this one to none. We're not going to have any enemies. I am one of those people that I'm not looking for an easy game. But the game for me is about the factory and the building and getting everything as efficient as possible and working right. Even when I watch other people play this game, either a live stream or a YouTube series or whatnot, and there's enemies on the map, I'm just like, turn them off, just keep building your goddamn factory. So that's what I'm doing. And yeah, we're going to keep the settings basic. Enemies turned off, and we're going to generate. And of course, I don't actually need the tips, and I'm quite burpy. I apologize for that. So let's close that. And this is, yes, I get it. Tab, go away. And here we are. This is our map. This is us. Look at this. I'm going to call him, I don't know if he has a name. It's just you as a person. But yeah, this is our world. These are resource plots with various different types of resource, trees, water, and we have an overlay map here, so we can take a better look at the map. So like we have stone over here, copper, iron, more copper, coal. We have uranium, which wasn't in it the last time I played. The only time I had access to uranium would have been through a mod. And we don't have any oil nearby. I think there's like a tiny patch. Oh, that's a copper. Huh. That's copper as well. That's kind of... I mean, it's not going to affect us too much in the super early game, but it is going to impact us later on. We probably may have to implement some sort of trains to get oil to where we need it to be, but that's for way down the line. To start off with, we're going to be sticking with wood and stone and coal. Speaking of wood and stone, let's this is a research screen. As you can see, all the things that need research have these science packs. So your basic research only needs a red science pack, which is pretty easy to produce. You can do it in hand. More advanced stuff, you start needing red and green. Then down here you need red, green and blue. Then I think they just keep adding to it. There's red, green, blue and grey. I think there's a... Yeah, look at that. Red, green, blue, purple, pink, yellow, indigo. Every colour under the sun of research. But whilst you don't have anything to research just yet, there is something that I usually grab straight away. We can avoid the weapons. To be honest, I want to grab that one straight away, so whenever I do get some science packs on the go, that'll start researching. Our inventory, or inventory, either or, it's the same thing. It's the place where we store stuff on our person. We have 8 iron plates, and here's where we craft stuff. So, I know I'm going to want, I forget where everything is, we're going to get the 2 of the iron axes, which will allow us, I forgot, that's right click to thing. So we're just going to chop down some wood to start off with, because we're going to need it to fuel our initial furnaces and items like that. And basically at the start we're going to be hand feeding a lot of furnaces and manually smelting some iron plates, copper plates and the like. So that's what this initial video will be. I'd like to think that we will have our first electric generators down before it ends, but time will tell. And yes, I know, no enemies, la-di-da-di-da, but that's not about enemies for me, it's about building shit. I like building stuff. Again, it makes sense to clear these trees at this stage, since it's only a small clump. We can clean up this area, get a bit of wood, and I know a lot of people have sort of like speed runs and little templates and things that they do straight away at the start of this game, but this is kind of, it's always the start of a Factorio game that I enjoy the most, I think. It's kind of like Minecraft. One of the best things I enjoyed about Minecraft when I played it back in the day was digging for resources, gathering everything up, because that's when you set up your tunnel networks. You're just gathering resources, creating things, crafting little items, and you just sort of, it was a nice way to relax, I think, because once you gathered all that stuff, you just built something and it was there, it was done. It was like, okay, what do I do now? So the start of Factorio is just getting that basis set up before everything starts getting too complicated and you actually have to start thinking. And why is the little loady circle annoying me? Get away. Okay, that's way more than enough wood. Right, so over here we have, I need stone. So this is very slow at the start, but again, very quickly starts to speed up as we start to automate things. And why am I not got the iron? Where is our nearest iron? It's down here. Not that close at all. I don't like nighttime in this. I know there's probably a mod you can download to get rid of nighttime. But, so this is a coal miner. This is a stone furnace. And I will want to build a... No, I don't want to build a wooden chest. So, need some logs. That'll mine some iron. That will smelt some iron. And we'll tab? Is it tab? Shift tab? No, that's not it. What is it again? Tab, 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 tab. Alt? There we go. That's the one I keep forgetting. The shortcut. Alt will show you what you're producing. So, what is it? There we go. It's control click. It's been a while since I played it. So control click just picks up the resources that are in this. So this will continue smelting iron. Iron allows us to develop things. We can get burner inserters, normal inserters, that needs electricity. Pipes, electric poles, various different things. And this is only the starting tech. And we're going to need a bunch more burner miners and stone furnaces. So in order to get the furnaces, we need stone. To get the burner miners, we need stone. For the furnaces, we need iron for the plates and the gear wheels and all that lovely stuff. Basically, back to hand mining. But yeah, I was debating for a long time, one, whether or not to play this game and upload it, but on top of that, whether or not to include the enemies. And then I just made, you know, instead of just hemming and hawing over it and trying to cater to what other people might want to see or do or witness or whatever term you want to put it, I just like, well, what do I want to do? How do I want to play the game? And the game for me is about this, building a factory. Fuck the enemies, they just get in the way. Just digging 30 stone by hand here. That should allow us to get some things done. So I do want... We can't build any of them because we have no iron. That's going to change in a minute. So we got a bunch of iron. 3 of them. Let's build all 3. And then where's our nearest coal? It's going to be this one or... I love it whenever you start up a random map and everything's on top of each other. You know, you've got a coal resource here, iron here, copper here, stone there. Boom, you don't have to walk anywhere. You don't have to... it's beautiful. Right, so this one is interesting in that we're going to get these to feed each other. Now they will work up until... we just need to get this one to put a coal into this one. And we take the wood from it, and now they'll feed each other. So the way this works, the little arrows are the outputs of these various machines, and it gets more complicated later on because there's like multiple outputs and multiple inputs, and the machines output different things depending on what you're putting in and what you're telling it to manufacture. But again, that's later on. At the minute, this is a coal miner. It needs coal to mine. It outputs whatever you're mining it. So you put them on coal. It mines coal, puts it into the machine, which uses coal to function. It digs up coal, puts it in here, so they feed each other. Yes, it uses coal, but they store up to about, I know, 60 or something. So you just come along, you control click on them, grab a bunch of coal, they continue to fuel each other, and it's just a cheap way of getting coal at the start of the game. We'll automate that up with some electrical mining and transport around on little transport belts later on. But for now, we need to build all of that. Grab some more iron plates. Grab them. Another burner miner down. And whenever we have... did I not... oh, I'm an idiot. Idiot. I use my stone furnaces to build these bios. So I usually end up doing this till I have about maybe 4 or 5 iron things on the go, 2 or 3 copper on the go. I'm just collecting away resources, gathering away. Then I set up my electrical stuff. Then initial research. Yeah, that's how it is. So how many does that get me? 2. I want to mine this until I get about 30. Then I'm just going to set up a miner here. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's set up one of these. Let's grab a wooden box. Put that there to output, so whatever comes out of this will automatically go into the box. And you start making me some stone, boy. And then we'll go back, get a bit more here, so we can craft a few things ourselves. As all of this works seamlessly and awesomely, it makes... it's just a beautiful game. Everything works. It's great. It's great. Now, let's grab 5 of them. One of these is bound to be out of fuel soon. That's out of fuel because nothing ever went in it. So we get 4 of them on the go. 2 of them. Ugh, right, let's put. I want half. Oh, dude, it's wrong. There we go. That's not right either. The big fuel icon is where it goes. Fucking plonker. It's because the fuel one's up there and these ones. You can have some wood to burn. Wood to burn. Again, the resources are not being divvied out evenly at this stage, but that's just the way it is. So we will grab 2 more of them. Right click builds everything you possibly can, or up to 10 or so, something like that. That's 32 stone whilst we were waiting, and a bunch more coal. That one's out of fuel, but this one still has fuel left in it, so it'll eventually. Here we go. Everything's back. So, what else do we want? We are going to want 1 more of those, and then all of those. So we want to get some copper on the go as well, just token copper for now. So get 2 of them. And bung them down. Okay, there's probably a whole pile of short keys and stuff that I'm missing. But that's just... don't care. Right, bunch more iron plates. Probably want to fire down... don't want to do that. So it's left click to place, by the way, and right click to... hold and right click to remove. Just in case you're wondering. There's no fuel in that top burner. Didn't mean to take its coal. Let's put you back. Again, a lot of walking back and forth at the start. And for those of you who haven't played it before, you'll soon see how all this begins to come together. Because now we can get electric mining, we can get steam engines, boilers, and then that'll eventually allow us to get electrical pump, not electrical pumps, but electrical miners to replace these coal-fed ones, and everything will be fine and dandy. Now, I'm trying to remember how it works. We need 1 offshore pump, and I think 1 boiler. They changed the ratios on me. I remember it used to be like a bunch of boilers for... I need some pipe. We need a bunch of them. Hold on. Burns fuel, max health, energy consumption, efficiency. There's nothing about the stats that makes me think, how am I going to work this out? So, I know that 20 boilers do 40 steam engines. So 2 boilers does 4 steam engines. So 1 boiler for 2 steam engines, which works out because we have 2 steam engines. We're probably going to need wood for some electrical poles. So let's chop a bit of wood whilst that's being made. Get that out of the way. And now where are we going to put our steam engines? Because it's going to expand at some point. So I'm thinking maybe if we put it here, and can go expand that way, up and down, if depending on the space. So we put an offshore pump there. Now, I want underground pipes. You'll understand in a minute once I explain after I put it down, because it will save me multiple headaches later on. Because you can't walk through the normal pipes are above ground. You can't walk through them. And when we get the little car going later on, it just causes an even bigger headache, because it'll drive in, break pipes, things cry. Ugh. So it's best to, at times, whenever you're doing big sections of pipe, to that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Let's make 2 of them. Oh my god, we're out of fuel everywhere. So it's best to put underground pipe in from time to time so that it allows you to walk through. So you'll see now what I mean in a second. So the way the electricity works, offshore pump pumps water into boilers. Boilers heat water up. Water goes into steam engines, which produces electricity. So we'll do that. Don't need you to come out too far. I just need to be able to walk up that path. And then you're going to go... okay. So you're going to go, you can just smack right there, and then you can go there and there. It's pretty simple. And eventually we're going to have a burner inserter which does that. Take coal from here, put it into the boiler, which needs coal to boil, and then la-di-da. So that'll work in a minute once I put some fuel in. And by fuel, I mean that. So we do have electricity. It says we don't, but that's because we have to have some sort of consumer for the energy. And that's what we need these for. Let's get a bunch of them. And whilst we're waiting, let's create all we can of those. You can use to give me back the wood. Really? I want to take half of that back. Don't need that much stone. Shouldn't need that much more stone going forward, but it's still good to have some of it being produced. I'm definitely going to need a shit ton more iron, so it's pretty poor form that it's the one that's been out of fuel for this long. You go there. Again, I half it each time, and that sort of isn't great, but who cares at this stage? So yeah, I think, yeah, I mightn't be the speediest at getting up to some form of automation. It hasn't been helped that everything is so far apart, but we do have our boiler down, our steam engines down, we've got electricity being produced, and I think in the next episode we are going to start upgrading all of this to proper electrical mines, and yeah, seeing where we can go from there, because after that everything just gets a wee bit more complicated and mind bending if this isn't your type of game. But that's going to have to wait till the next one, so please go away until next time, folks. Good luck and goodbye.